Wednesdays are very interesting days for me. Wednesdays is when we have our weekly Bible study on a regular week, of course. Now that we are all at home, now that most of you are home or working from home, we get a chance to meet every day on Zoom, but Wednesdays are still very, very special for me. Why? Well, I get to preach a longer sermon. I get to study the Bible with you. I get to share what God has put on my heart with you. And though we're not in front of my fish tank today, we will be there tomorrow. So join us tomorrow as well while we explore the interesting life of fish and the Bible, of course. So today, I want to give you a little taste of what to expect tonight. Today, we will find ourselves in Galatians chapter 2. So join us tonight on the Zoom phone call or on YouTube. The Zoom meeting ID is 860-623-5080 with the password 860. So join us or join us on YouTube Live. We will be broadcasting straight from my living room. I think you will be blessed. So Galatians chapter 2, verses 19 through 21. For through the law I died to the law so that I might live for God. I have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. I do not set aside the grace of God, for if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. There are many people who do. There are so many people who want to earn their salvation through their deeds. Yet the Bible, Apostle Paul in the book of Galatians tells us this: I do not set aside the grace of God, for if righteousness could be gained through the law, Christ died for nothing. We need to understand that there is a finished work of Christ. Christ died for you. Can you accept that? If you can't accept that Christ died for you, if I can't accept that Christ died for me, everything that I do in vain, or I do for nothing. I wish I could get through to some of the people that I know who try to win the favor of God by fasting, by praying, by going to church, by doing all of these extra things to try to get right with God. Now, I am not against doing those things. I am for doing those things. However, is the motive behind it. Why do I fast? I fast because I want to. I want to make my body subject. I want to get closer to God. I will not get more righteousness because of the fasting that I do. And maybe I should fast a little more. Some of you thinking, Pastor, you got a little belly there. You should fast a little more. Maybe I should. But that is for me to get closer to God, not for God to get closer to me. Because I don't earn my righteousness through this. Why do I pray? I pray because I need to feel him closer. He is close to me. But I want to. I need to. I will not get more righteous because of my prayers. Salvation is a finished, complete, and free gift that Jesus gives to us when we believe. So today, as you're contemplating on how to live more righteous, could you consider for a few minutes that your job of salvation is finished by the finished work of Christ? You don't have to do all these things But you have to want to do these things. You have to make a choice to do these things, not to get righteous, not for salvation, but to show God why you love him or how much you love him. I don't have to grow this tree. The tree is grown. The tree grows by itself. My wife waters it. There's some plants behind me. They grow. My wife waters them. We don't have to do that. They're already growing. We choose to water them. We choose to do these things because we want to see the tree grow. We want to see more blossom. We want to see the beauty that comes from the flowers. The finished work of Christ is very similar. It is finished. It is done. You need to accept it. And the flowers or the trees, they don't have to drink the water. There's extra water around it. They only take as much as they need. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say to you this morning. God bless you. Join us tonight, Zoom and YouTube Live. God bless.